Hello, and welcome to my completely normal Ironman account. Today, we're gonna do a little bit of sailing, and we're also risking our entire cash stack to get some good rewards. We'll see how it goes. But of course, before we gamble our entire cash stack, we'll do a bit of questing. It isn't actually required to kill this dude, you can just run away. But I guess we need a little bit of magic XP, so we'll just kill him anyway. And that is Fight Arena done, giving us a nice chunk of attack experience, but also some thieving. So now we're up to 41 attack already, and it's just so nice not having to do this by just hitting mobs over and over again. So especially now in the early levels, I just randomly hit mobs when running along. And it will pay off now, because that is 25 magic, which gives us teleport to Varrock, which will be a very nice quality of life upgrade. I'll just grab this cup of tea since we need it for the dig site quest, and it's also an easy task for the Varrock diary. A little bit running back and forth in the dig site, so we'll just complete the museum quiz for 9 Slayer and 9 Hunter, since we're already here. I mean, this back and forth walking is honestly killing me with this low agility level. But that is dig site completed. On to the next one. So I'm just gonna give you a quick recap since we've been doing a lot of questing here. So here we're starting the Knight's Sword, and honestly, since I'm doing a lot of different quests here in the early game, I find it very difficult to edit these. Since, I mean, often not much interesting is happening during the quests. But yeah, I'll see how I move forward with that. And honestly, this goddamn red berry pie that you have to do, I think I burnt it like 3 or 4 times, so I'm just happy that I gathered a few extra red berries and pot of flowers from the fishing trawler shop. And here is the completion of Knight's Sword, so such nice smithing XP. Also, I went on and did the Dwarf Cannon quest, and I have absolutely no clue how Settled managed to, or like, not take any damage. I think I took damage like at least 6 or 8 different times, so just props to him. And here is the goblin part of Recipe for Disaster done. This one we're mainly doing for the farming XP and some early crafting experience for future quests, so yeah. Okay, so constantly having no run energy has like bothered me so much. So here I'm completing the Tourist Trap, since it gives you, I think it's like 18k agility experience. No, never mind. It's 9k. But yeah, 4.6 times 2, which gets us to 28 agility. And I think we're gonna start doing some agility training now, since the quests that give more agility experience is so it will take a time to get there, and just all this walking is I'm getting tired of it. So yeah, we're just gonna start with the Alcarid arena, and we'll see then. I love to click green boxes. No, but honestly, I mean, the early levels are so fast, so this is very fine. And we will soon unlock Varrock at 30. And we are also collecting Marks of Grace, which is very nice to get that graceful sometimes in the future. Okay, so I'm doing the Priest in Peril course, since I want to go to the Canifis Agility course. And apparently the dog that you kill in that quest, the Guardian dog, you can't kill it with magic, so we're buying an Adamant Scimitar here, because, I don't know, I'm down bad. I could kill a Fire Giant for a Rune Scimitar, but honestly I can't be bothered, so we'll just have to do with the Adamant Scimitar for now. Now I get my revenge. We're looking absolutely stacked with the iron gear, adamant scimitar, wizard hat. Yeah, this will be no problem. No sweat. And that is the last shipment of Rune Essence and Priest in Peril completed. And I mainly did this so I can do the Canopus Agility course, both for the experience, but it's also very efficient for Marks of Grace. I'm not sure if we will do the Falador Agility course at 50 or not. I'm not very stressed about getting the Graceful as soon as possible, but we'll see. So, I've been traveling a bit, and I was doing some agility on my phone. We have a nice stacks of Mark of Grace and some more in the bank, and we're currently 58 agility, which is quite nice. And also, we got this dude, the giant squirrel. Unfortunately, I don't have the clip of it, but we got it at like Canopus, roughly 42 agility, so that's just insane. So, yeah, apparently the first pet of the account. We'll see if we get any more. But what I realized is with 52 agility, we can do the wilderness course. And I generally don't really like wilderness content. I've been staying away from it, so I have never actually done the agility course in wilderness. But since we currently are kind of low combat, 32, I think people up to like 80 or 90 can attack us. I'm thinking about actually trying the agility course in the wilderness and see how that goes. The only problem is that we need 150k to actually get rewards, and as you see we have 119. So I'm gonna go and collect some more wines, and then we'll just gamble everything on it. If we die, we have 0 GP and we'll start from that, but otherwise I think we can get some nice loot. And that is the last batch of the wine sold, and let's head over into the wilderness. I honestly have no clue if this is a good or a bad idea, like if there's many PKers or not, but we'll see. Ooh, I'm so nervous. I jumped on my other account just to see what the vibe was here, but yeah, that is our money. We'll never see those cash again, and yeah, let's hope that we can get a few laps in. I'm not sure how many laps we actually have to do for this to be profitable, but yeah, next time you hear from me I will either be dead or had made some money. Okay, we're 23 laps in currently. Got the adamant full helm for that. I had to log out, so we missed our streak, but yeah, 200k in the bag. And it's not quite as much money as I thought it would be. I thought the rune items would be more common, but I think you get more rewards past 31 laps and then even more past 61 laps, so we'll see if we make it to there. I honestly have no clue how people do this. Like it feels like I'm on the edge, constantly checking if someone has logged in, and I think it's been like 20-30 minutes maybe, something like that. Oh, that's PK. Not 126, so he couldn't attack me. I'm just hoping that he doesn't have an alt account. That's in the level range, but we'll just keep on hopping. Okay, we're now above the 60 mark in the streaks, so now we should be starting to get the good loot. Can already see a rune chain body in the chat. I've only done like 2-3 more laps, and I can definitely feel the difference in loot. Just a lot more rune items. Okay, we have 1 million in the looting bag now. I'm not getting greedy. I'm just grabbing the last reward and then I am out of here. Just hope we can make it back safe. We made it to the mage bank. I didn't even know what the closest was, but yeah. That's 1 million in the looting bag, a lot of alchemals. But I realized I don't even have the magic level to alch these for the money, so we're still down bad on cash. And yeah, we'll see. I have no plan on how to train magic up to 55, but yeah, 890k, quite nice. So until I think about a better plan, I will probably just cast on the gemstone crab. We're currently 26 magic, we need to get to 55 to actually alch our items. But yeah, I'll stay here as long as 5k mind runes take me. So we'll see. And I got bored of AFKing at the crab. I wanted to do something active. So we're just gonna do the Pandemonium starting quest here. So we can start training sailing. We won't push high sailing level as of now, since we need higher crafting and smithing and stuff like that, but it's nice to just get this quest out of the way so we can just try it out a bit. And that is the Pandemonium completed. Some early sailing XP, and honestly I wonder what's in this guy's store. Honestly, stew and meat pie, we might need that later. I'll probably just grab some cash and buy it. So I honestly think the way that you train sailing in the early game is just doing this sea charting stuff and then pick up port tasks. So I think that's what we're gonna do for now. Okay, so I know some people think that the early sailing levels are very slow, but I'm honestly just enjoying looking at tasks, planning my route, picking up port tasks, listening to the music. Like, it's so chill. So I think we're gonna do this up until I think 15 sailing, where we can do the trawling, which I think is kinda AFK. And then there's one more sailing quest that we can do that I forgot the name of. But yeah, see you there. Ah, sweet, sweet charting. It almost feels like completing tasks in League is just so addicting. Also, did they change that you get sailing XP when you trim the sail? I don't think that was the case on release, but I might be totally wrong. Port task completed. And with that we have 15 sailing. Let's get trawling. Okay, so after doing trawling for a very little bit, the loot looks something like this. And honestly, not great, but I wouldn't really expect anything more from a level 15 skill. The planks and the vouchers are nice, but it's like nothing spectacular. The loot will scale with our fishing levels, so once we can go to better places, we'll get better loot. But for now, I think we're gonna go back to questing for a little bit. So in order to complete the Prying Times quest, we needed 30 smithing, and I'll just complete Sleeping Giants quickly for that one. This minigame is super nice for smithing training, but we don't really have the funds right now to get bars and or plate bodies for that, so probably something we'll do later.
Evie was like, he might be the only one with the DT.
We need our braces.
We need a loose gun.
Okay, just hit random.
Of course, I'm following the Deadman All-Stars. I've been watching a lot of West Ham Weasels because I like Mika. Been watching a lot of his videos, so they look very strong, but we'll see if they have the gear for the finale. But other than that, we are just finishing up Prying Times here. It will allow us to do some more charting tasks for more XP, and also just we need to get it done sometime. And that's actually where I will cut this episode. Thank you very much for watching, if you made it to the very end. And I'll see you in the next episode of my completely normal Iron Man account. Bye bye.